Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. I'm here with you. The butterfly is here with you again on this beautiful, what is it, Monday morning. We're at day 68. I'm at day 68. I'm going to brush it off, right? I'm so excited to be with you again this morning. It's going to be just me, as you can see, unless one of my men folks, kin folks, pop in with me. I almost want to. I feel some kind of way this morning because I was expecting somebody to say, "Hey, I'm on with you in the morning," but it's okay. It's okay. I won't stay in my feelings. I do understand. Again, they are husbands, fathers, men, working, so they're doing their thing. So I get it. I get it. I get it. But I so miss them. So I'm hoping they will hear that and one of them will pop in with me in the morning. So we are here for daily motivations for African American success. But as Brandon would say, hey, this barbecue is for everybody because is there one thing we know that we all must pull together to heal, right? We didn't get in this by ourselves, and we certainly cannot reverse it by ourselves. So this is a different kind of barbecue. It's for everybody, but you must bring a plate, and we require that you take a plate home with you. We require it. But you have to come back for every barbecue. You have to show up in your own life. You have to apply what you get from here. So I'll start there. This book, Daily Motivations for African American Success. Have you gotten it? If you've been with us more than, I'm going to say more than once, and you've not gotten it, check your mirror. Check your mirror, right? Because I could stop this. We could stop this right now today. You have to be intentional about your life, your growth, what you're doing, how you're doing it, your thinking, your stinking thinking, your feelings, your emotions. You have to take control of your life. Yes, we can come here every morning, we can read this, but if we walk away and we forget what we heard or don't apply what we heard, why are we here? Why are we coming here? Why are you wasting your time? Right? In my coaching, I'll tell people, I'm not going to sit here with you for years. Now, we can come back and revisit, not even for months. If I don't see the change, guess what? You're not ready. Stop wasting my time. Stop wasting your money. Come back when you are ready. I'm here for you when you are ready. But we're not going to go outside, get in the car, crank it up, and not go anywhere. I ain't doing that with you. Because I can stay in the house. I can stay in my bed, talk to you on the phone for a few minutes. I'm not doing that. In this season, we are growing, we are learning, we are applying, we are being truthful to ourselves. Can I say it? We are owning our own shit. We are realizing that it does stink, right? So often we think somebody else's stink. It's them. It's what they did to me. It's what they said to me. Okay, process it and do what it does. Release it. Put it in the toilet and flush it, right? So good morning. Good morning, Miss Brenda. Thank you for your continuing to rock with us every morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You were one of the first ones to get the book, so thank you for that. Thank you for that. Can't wait to get with you and just hear again how it's applying to you. Maybe this week because I have much more time this week. So let's connect. My brother Mike is out there. I think we missed you yesterday. I think I felt like you weren't there yesterday. I'm not sure, but I'm just glad you're here because it does make me feel better when I see you out there. So, um, big bro, little bro, you're not my big brother, you're my little brother. Like Tupac said, I tell you what to do. So every morning I expect you to be here, 7 o'clock, 6:59. How about that? Thank you for rocking with me. I love you. All right, y'all, let's jump right into it. Let's get it going. Why are we here? What is this book about? Let's do it. So, Daily Motivations for African American Success will help you focus on the thoughts, attitudes, and deeds that will lead you to the achievement. I love this part. The achievement of your true goals. And 365 but short, powerful motivations, one for each day of the year. Dennis Kimbro, who is also the author of Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice, leads us to discover hold on one second, my page just went away here, leads us to discover how to use the present moment and our own gifts to transcend labels, cultivate a positive attitude, become wise enough to know when to say yes, but also when to say no, and when to look inward for answers to life's challenges. Each motivation begins with words of wisdom from such distinguished and celebrated African Americans, such as, but certainly not limited to, Malcolm X, Marion Wright Elderman, Whoopi Goldberg, Charlene Hunter Gout, Bill Cosby, Carl Rowan, and hundreds of others. This treasure trove of practical inspiration will give you fresh, I love that word too, fresh encouragement every day of the year. But what it teaches you will last a lifetime. Would y'all agree? We need some fresh encouragement every day, sometimes every minute of the day. There have been those days where I just need it every minute. It just can't be with me when I wake up. I need fresh encouragement. And sometimes, you guys, I'm not able to get that from other people. I have to go inward and know. I have to know first that it is in me, that it is in me, and that I can encourage myself. That song says, be encouraged no matter what you're going through, right? Because if somebody sits high that looks down and he's taking care of me every day. And if that is not enough encouragement for me to push through, to grow through, to become, to see the cathedral that God is allowing me through the bricks that He is putting in me. See, He is my bricklayer. That's how I feel. He is laying my bricks. But am I there? And am I on the outside of the bricks or the inside? Am I inside the house? I'm inside the house. So Black Enterprise says, each affirmation in this valuable and thought-provoking book takes only a few minutes to read, but it is worthy of more time for contemplation. All right, so let's rock with it this morning. Let's get down to it. Our topic, go ahead and work it. Let's get busy. And that's by Arsenio Hall. Y'all remember him? All right. So he's a talk show host. Let me get my light going on here. All right. So go ahead and work it. Let's get busy by Arsenio Hall, talk show host. The magic word is a word that will perform wonders for anyone, regardless of age or calling. For any man, woman, or child, the magic word begins new meaning and usefulness to life. This four-letter word carries with it clarity, self-respect, and satisfaction. The magic word is work. WORK. The magic word is work. To live life to its fullest translate into work. WORK. Years ago, the people of a very successful civilization thought they had all the answers to success. The king called the wiser people in the kingdom together and said, I want you to write down all the reasons why you are successful. Place them in writing so future generations will be able to read them and duplicate our successes. They worked frantically for nearly 2 years and came back with the answer. It consisted of 12 volumes. The ruler gazed at it and said, This is great, but it's too long. He then challenged them to simplify their findings. Worn down and beaten, 6 months later, they came back with their findings confined to one sentence. If all future generations understood this one sentence, they would be in position to conquer anything. The sentence simply read, There is no such thing as a free lunch. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Work gives our life meaning. Work raises our self-image. Work is victory. So get busy and work with all your might. And our affirmation for today, I will find my way in the world through my work. One more time for you. I will find my way in the world through my work. And one more time for the people sitting in the back of the barbecue while we're up here eating, rejoicing, fellowshipping, learning, growing, building that cathedral. I will find my way in this world through my work. So let's get busy breaking it down. Let's get busy. Arsenio Hall says, let's get busy. Go ahead and work it. All right. This is going to be short and sweet because it's short and sweet, right? Go ahead, get busy. Let's work it. I see, and I think more about elderly people in this sentence, or in this topic today, but I can't leave the young people out because number one, I see so many now hiring signs. Like the person that I met last week about the insurance. If you guys remember, I ran into a person while I was out doing my things with the windows. I was in retail. If anybody need windows, let me know. Free. We come out to give you a free consultation, right? 1 year for you to decide if you want to get them or not. Same price. So I was out doing my thing, and I approached him about the contest that we have. And he said, I have new windows. And I said, that's okay. We remove new windows too. They're not our windows, Renewal by Anderson windows. We remove them as well. He chuckled and he kept walking, but he came back and he stood and he waited. And one of the reasons he approached me about the job, about working for him, was that one, he liked my attitude, the way that I approached him about the windows. He asked me, did I like what I do? Absolutely, yes, I do. But also, he said, I can't find anybody. I cannot find anyone to help me. Not, he can find someone, but someone who will get busy, get the job done with the right attitude, show up at work loving what they do. So it's not about just working. You have to love yourself in order to love what you do. So a lot of you don't like your job because you don't like yourself. You can't go in and do the job because you've not settled. You're not on the right side of the bricks that God is laying. So you're on the outside of the house looking in when you should be right there inside those four walls, right? So it's not that people can't find anyone, because you can just get anyone off the street to do any old thing. The problem is they may not come back and they may not do the job well. So we're in this society where people, I'm going to say, don't want to work, period. Don't want to work because there are jobs out there. Why is it important to work? They spelled it out here. It gives you so many things. Self-fulfillment, you feel useful, self-respect, and satisfaction, right? Clarity. You feel you feel whole. I'm going to say that. And if you don't work, you can volunteer, but we need to be out. We need to be meeting people. It's an idle mind, and we all know what an idle mind, because I don't know if we have enough discipline to not work but still be fruitful, to be productive. What do we do at that time when we're not working? Do we watch TV? Do we do a whole lot of nothingness? Right? I'm going to say that word, nothingness. Or are we reading? Are we volunteering? Are we checking on people? Are we loving on ourselves? Because when you don't, let me tell you, the world will capture you in its daily tornado, and it will keep you bound, keep you in your feelings, in your emotions, feeling like you don't matter, like you're not valuable. So and money also allows you to take care of yourself. It allows you to take care of yourself. So let's look at some reasons that the benefits of working: emotional wellness, intellectual challenges, or challenge you intellectually. It's beneficial to society because as Arsenio says, well, not Arsenio, but Dennis Kimbro says, truth be told, There is no such thing as a free lunch. If you're getting it free, somebody else paid for it. And mentally, I think we bring that on. I'm not taking care of myself. We might avoid it, but there's something that simmers in us um, when we don't work and don't have the funds to do life, right? Because you can get the funds, maybe you can get the funds from somebody, but in some people, it does not make them feel whole. In most people, I think, and I think we avoid it. We're able to meet new people. Meeting new people challenges you to grow because you're not only meeting new people, you're meeting fresh new perspectives. And if we will allow those perspectives to bring about understanding, we grow and we learn as well. It provides financial independence. That was the word I guess I was looking for. It provides financial independence. And we all want to be independent, right? So we say. But a lot of times most times we avoid that part that we want to be financially independent. Because if we want to be, remember yesterday, we can be. If we want to be, we can be. It provides financial security, depending on how we use it. Because some people have more than they ever need. Now they're going to have to work, 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 work. There's a song, work, work, work. Isn't there a song that says that, y'all? They're going to have to work, 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 work all their lives. And it should get to a point where you're able to work in a different way. Like the man at Walmart, oh no, I'm just a greeter. No, sir, you're not. Because you should have the wisdom that God will send people through this door that needs you. Because he was an older guy. So you're not just a greeter. You are a man standing here, a servant of God. There's so many young men that walk through this door that you could say, hey, young man, how you doing? They could get to know you by name. I'm talking to the greeters, Walmart greeters, or wherever else you greet. They can get to know you by name and come in when they need a word. So you're never just anything. And there's never a place that you can't go and God will not use you. There's never a place. So remember the street sweeper would do it in such a way when he's gone. Wow, there lived the greatest street sweeper. Remember the guy that I talk about in Clarksville, Tennessee? He gets the kids in and out, the parents in and out, dropping them off. People talked about him all over town because he did what he did with joy. Now, how many of us, I'm not going to be out there standing in that street directing those kids and parents. I'm not doing that. How many of us will say that? How many? And then lastly, one of the benefits of working is purpose. Purpose. It gives you purpose if you will allow it to, no matter what you do, right? If you show up, I've mentioned that I've did some plenty of jobs I did not want to do, y'all. I did, and it showed. Every little thing that came up at work, I complained about, right? Little thing, because there are some things you don't need to complain about. You need to do something about. Difference. There's a difference. But when I start looking at being a servant, my jobs became an assignment. Okay, God, I'm not going for you because truth be told, I would have quit this one long ago. So what are we doing? And I'll tell you, when I said that and did that, I grew the most I've ever grown in my life. I learned about myself, about people, about grace, about mercy, about how we get stuck in places that's done, that's over, that we can do nothing about. But we stay there. We stay there. And we find some peace in staying there. But you know why? Because to move from there, we got to grow. We got to let some stuff go. And for whatever reason, we get caught up in holding on to things that, I'm going to say, to just stuff, to our trauma, to our mess. I'm sorry, we give trauma too much power. And that is in no way belittling it, but we give it too much power because there's trauma and there's healing. Which do you choose? Which do you choose? If you choose trauma, you're choosing to stay in that traumatic experience. If you choose healing, what can I do to heal? That is going to be my focus. Healing is my focus. How do I heal? Therapy, change your thinking, stinking thinking, change it. Take every thought captive, right? Talk to somebody, get an accountability partner, get outside, get in nature. This beautiful sun is coming up again in my face. I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, I cannot not have the blinds open. I love having the blinds open. So what I thought about this morning, so when y'all see that, think about God. Think about the beauty of just seeing the sun rise while I'm sitting here doing this. It's a beautiful moment, right? So we have to be intentional, you guys, and work is so important. And it's not just about working, it's getting out. If you don't, Miss Brenda, I think you said, somebody said, if you don't use it, you lose it. We have a lot of people. I had a conversation with, I don't know if she's listening this morning, but God has blessed me with a lot of elderly women in my life, right? Conclude my, my mom is here, but it just seems like they're attracted to me and I them. Um, But I was speaking with one of them last night, and they're all so headstrong. Like some days I want to just grab them. So if this one is listening tonight, I'm telling you, I wanted to just come to your house last night and just shake you and grab you last night. But I took a deep breath and I responded to her in love, um, because they're so headstrong. Um, Y'all know if you got a mama that's headstrong, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't care what you say, they got something else. And you're telling them right, and that's what they need to do. But it's something about telling them what they need to do just it irks them. So I was having a conversation with her and we got over the moment that we had because I was telling her something that was gonna be helpful to her. And we got over that moment and she told me that she had started going to yoga and how much it's helping her. And I was so excited for her, right? She's 70 plus. She will drive. She recently drove to Chicago. She will drive. She will get in that car and she will do her thing, right? And here I am. I'm just reminded of this. I'm like, wow, she's going by herself. Is that good, in this day and time? She's gone and come back several times. She does her thing. And I love that because she's not just sitting waiting. Now she's still strong, she's still headstrong and need to listen sometimes. Um, so if she's listening, I stand by that, period. I'm not gonna waver. But I love the fact that she started doing yoga and she's telling me how much it is helping her. She's telling me that she's enjoying it. It's bringing her clarity, right? It's helping her through this process that she's going through in life. So Miss Brenda says, when you work somewhere and do your best, make sure you are valued. When you are not valued, then move on. Otherwise, you become stagnant and don't grow. I agree. Excuse me. I agree with that, Miss Brenda. I do. I do think sometimes when it feels okay, let me say this the right way. Sometimes people, your bosses, your managers, they can't value you because they don't value themselves, right? And sometimes you're there, and that's why I say you have to see it as an assignment. sometimes. For me, that's what worked for me. I had to see it as an assignment, because sometimes people, you're not the one that needs to grow. God is helping some people grow through you. And you can leave prematurely and go to a place that that God wasn't ready to send you. So, and I get it, it goes both ways. But when it's time, when the assignment is done, you must go. You must go. Sometimes you have to leave the places that you are valued, because the assignment is done and you are needed somewhere else. Your seed needs to be planted, watered somewhere else, and someone see there, you will water. So I get what you're saying. I'm just flipping the coin, the two-sided coin. There it is. That was one, y'all. Remember that one? Two-sided coin. It's another side of the coin to that. And so we have to be very, very in tuned. That was another one as well. We had to have to be in tuned. Um, I believe it was a violin that they had shined and all that and put it in tune. But we have to be in tuned with with ourselves and God. You know, I was in thought process last night, and I was thinking, you guys, because when I tell y'all, it's come to a point where I pray has become my first language. Praying, like I walk and talk to God. I'm standing washing dishes, talking to God. I'm loading the dishwasher, talking to God. I'm loading the washing machine, talking to God. I'm loading the dryer, because I know I need it. I know I need it in this season. Mm, mm, y'all, I know I need it. And so I want to be prepared to stay in the place that I know I'm not valued, if that's what God's telling me to do. And to know that He's valuing me, because He's put me here in this place for such a time as this. So who am I to end it, right? Because if I go to the next place, He may not be there. He may be still working on me and someone else in the place that I left. So it's not really what we do, it's how we do what we do and how we show up for it, how we see it, our perception of it. Because an idle mind is the devil's workshop, y'all. And I could guess I can just start ending it right here. An idle mind is the devil's workshop, right? So if you're sitting around, I'm just gonna end it right there. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Can we say an idle life is the devil's workshop? Let me see something here. I think I have something on that. So give me just a minute. Give me some comments, you guys. Drop something in there for me. And for my YouTube listeners, I love y'all. Thank you for showing up, because I know some of you watch every day through by way of YouTube. And I'm gonna get it to the point where I can interact with you there as well. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So um from its very inaction, idleness ultimately becomes the most active cause of evil. Let me read that again. From its very inaction, idleness ultimately becomes the most active cause of evil, as a palsy is more to be dreaded than a fever. The Turks have a proverb which says that the devil tempts all the other men, but the idle men tempt the devil. Ooh. The Turks have a proverb which says that the devil tempts all other men, but the idle men tempt the devil. Y'all, that's deep. I'm gonna have to look more into that one. That's deep. The idle men tempt the devil. Hmm. All right. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm gonna bring it to a close. Um, Thank you guys for rocking with me today. The title, Go Ahead and Work It. Let's get busy. The affirmation, which I did not put out there, but I will now. And we're at day 68. I'm at day 68, right? We are the ones that are here. I will find my way in the world through my work. All right. That was just for me. That was just for me. Now I'm going to read it 3 times for everybody else. I will find my way in the world through my work. I will find my way in the world through my work. I, for the people in the back, sitting at the back of the bus, the back of the barbecue, the back of the lunchroom. I don't know. You're in the back, mentally in the back. I will find my way in the world through my work. So let's get busy, y'all. We got work to do. Let's get busy. I want to end here. If there's any power that can reverse the fortunes of race, it is character. What is character? Define character. Look it up today. Look it up. Study. Study it to show yourself approved. Study it. What is character? What is character? Y'all see that sun? It's moving. It's making me look pretty, right? That's what God does. Sun, S-U-N, sun, S-O-N. All right. Where was I? How about I just start over? If there's any power that can reverse the fortunes of race, it is character, writes the author of this book, Dennis Kimbro. Every thought which enters our mind, every thought, every thought that enters our mind, every word we utter, right? Every deed, the work we do, every deed, the work we perform makes its impression on the innermost fiber of our being. The innermost fiber, think about that. Think about clothing, right? The innermost fiber of our being. Think about the side of the clothing that touches your skin. Have you ever put something on and for whatever reason it just did not settle on your skin properly, correctly? You had to take it off. You could not wear it. Sometimes we got to take some things off that we like. You might like the blouse. You might like the pants. I remember buying some pants one time, black. And I looked down, I'm at work, and I looked down and my fingernails were black inside. And I thought, oh my gosh, what is going on? I'm dying. I'm sick. What's happening? Y'all, the pants, the dye from the pants, when I would, just kind of rub my hands on my pants or something, it got up under my fingernails. And that's what it was. But it took me a minute to realize that because I went and washed my hands thinking, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then it happened again because I did the same thing. Went back to my desk and I, would touch my pants some kind of way. And there the blackness was again. And then I thought something's not right. And it was my pants. And that was on the outside, right? So there's some things that we might like or we've become addicted to, habitual habits, right? Our habits that we just gotta let it go, right? Go ahead and work that thing out. Work it. Let's get busy. So I'm not gonna keep it going because I'll get back going again and we'll be here till 8 o'clock. Y'all be blessed. Thank you for rocking with me. I will be here tomorrow. Don't know if anybody else will, and I'm gonna do what I did yesterday. Yes, tomorrow's topic is greener pastures. Greener pastures. And it's our quote is going to come from Tony Brown, journalist. All right. That's all I'm going to give you. Greener pastures. And the quote will come from Tony Brown. Where do you think we will go with that one? Be in your mind about it. Thank you for rocking with me this morning. Be blessed. Have a great day. Peace. Let's get busy.